So what kind of work goes into managing big events like company retreats? Being that we're such a global company and there are people all over the world, how far in advance does the planning need to start? What does that look like?
I'm planning 2028 in my head right now. It does not stop. It just keeps going. I joke, but I'm serious. Like it is really an ongoing journey. Where we started planning our 2025 retreat while on 2024 retreat. You know, the ideas and the gears were going, and we're like, you know what, let's just get this going. Because you got to think about the accommodating 20 plus people from, what did I say, about 9-10 different countries, different dietary restrictions. And we got to make sure that everybody has their own space. We are all people who work remotely. We are used to having our own office, our own bathroom, our own snacks, my own water bottle. I don't want to share if I don't have to share, you know? So we have to make sure that that same quality and standard is met for people, right? And we want to make sure we have a space where we can all have our community dinners. We want to have a space where we can all work together, where we won't blow a fuse for the entire neighborhood, you know? We want to make sure we have a space where all of us can maybe shower at the same time if we want in our own rooms without the plumbing stopping, you know what I mean? Just those little things, or even just the things that people don't think about, like how do we get from point A to point B? How do we get 20 people from our house to an event on the other side of the city, to another event to go eat, and then back? And then how are we going to pay for it?
Oh, there's so many logistics.
so many steps. And I, as a self-proclaimed frugal person, to see the things happening, you're like, whew. But something that David always reminds me, he's like, the cost means nothing when the value means everything. You know, and to see everyone together, to have those moments where we can collectively work and literally break bread together is like it's worth it. It's worth a year long unsleep, eye twitching moments. It's worth it. It's worth navigating flight logistics and multi-city trips, and it's worth it.
You know, after every retreat, I think I have felt the shift, the change in the energy in the company, as everyone is just re-energized, just excited about coming together, and it's just a reminder of that this is a special place to be.
Yeah, I feel that too. Just a week delayed because I'm asleep.
Yes, exactly.
And then when I wake up, I'm like, man, that was great. Everyone have fun? Was that amazing? Because I had an amazing time, you know? And kind of like you said, like as a remote team, because we're so separated, we have to really be intentional about being in community. So to have those moments and to see people together, it's really magical.
Yeah, I really love that you touched on the accommodations that are made for people coming from all over the world and their needs. They're used to working remotely and being in their own homes and having their own space, working at their own schedule. Some folks work at 7 in the morning and some work at 3 in the afternoon.
Absolutely.
And so giving that space for a moment of rest after all the travel, for everyone to kind of calibrate and get on the same page or on the same time zone, really.
Right.
And looking out for their dietary needs, you know, looking out for the introverts who need a quiet moment to escape from the extroverts who want to be social 24/7. I think it's really cool that and important that all of that is factored into how this is being planned.
Yeah, and I think that if our People Ops team wasn't as stacked as it is, shout out to you, Candace, y'all, we would be having a virtual retreat.
Well, I'll tell you, as somebody who planned the very first retreat when there were just a handful of people, I can't even imagine.
And Candace is so intentional about it. You know, she wants to make sure no one is flying more than 32 hours, which is a feat, you know what I mean, to get everyone over. She wants to make sure that if someone has a long flight, they get a break. They don't have to run across the airport like a Home Alone movie. You get a 2-3 hour window to compose yourself, collect yourself. She's typing up the different, before you leave, need to know notes and to how to be prepared and just prepare yourself for the different cultural shocks you may experience. So
it's great to have those. There's those very intentional guides to kind of help everybody to feel comfortable and aid, I guess, in just the awkwardness of maybe meeting people that you don't see all the time for the first time, and just helping kind of prepare people for the best environment it can be.
Yeah, and everyone's always so receptive, and again, after the week-long hibernation, and we wake up, we're like, oh, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Thank you. We feel appreciated. Please don't knock on my door again.